Guys, Tactical Toby here. I wanted to start off by telling you that in the next few videos, I'm going to be getting an actual camcorder. You know, I've never needed one because I never started doing videos, and you know, I just didn't need one. So I've been using my Android phone, which I think it's got pretty good video quality, but I am going to get a better camera. It's not going to be all angle, you know, all narrow and everything in the next few videos, or starting in a couple of videos. But I also did want to throw a shout out and apologize to my fellow brethren in the firearms community. In the last video, I referred to the AR-15s and AK-47s as assault rifles, when in fact they're not really. The civilian models are not assault rifles. They're semi-automatic rifles. I just did that because, you know, the media floods that term so much that you just forget and you say it, you know. But it's like referring to a magazine as a clip, when a clip is definitely not a magazine. You know, a clip is actually a strip of metal that holds a series of rounds that you can slide into a rifle, such as a Mosin Nagant. Speed load it. A clip is basically, that's really what it is, a speed loader. And a magazine is an enclosed casing that holds your rounds, that slides into your firearm. Before you guys wonder, I have already safety checked it. There's not a round in there. Magazine's empty. See? So we're good to go. But this is a magazine, and I wished I had a clip so I could show you the difference. But I do want to apologize for that. You know, my bad. But in this video, I wanted to talk about something, and it's really kind of, you know, it's just simple stuff. Know your firearm. Whatever weapon you're using, man, you could be using a Bursa, a Stoger, I mean, you could be using a High Point. I don't know why, but, you know, you could be using any kind of firearm like that, or you could be using, you know, a really high-end firearm like a Beretta or a Glock, or, you know, any firearm. But the basic thing that you need to know about firearms is you need to know how to use them. And this firearm, I love it. It's really simple. You know? Okay. So, I'm going to take this apart so I can show you the parts, so that way you'll know, you know, the workings of a semi-automatic firearm. Okay. This is a double-action, single-action handgun. You know, the Beretta, it's considered double-action, single-action because you can squeeze the trigger and the hammer will come back, hit the firing pin, and fire the round without having to be cocked. Now, a single-action firearm, when you have to cock it to bring the hammer back and then fire it. Otherwise, it won't fire. You know, double-action, single-action. And I don't recommend dry firing. I shouldn't have done that, but I just wanted to show you guys the difference. This isn't my daily carry. This is just one of my 92s. However, I am being kind of mean to it right now. Now, to show you how this thing works, I'm going to take it apart. And in order to take the 92FS apart, you have a button here that you have to press in, and a lever here that you pull down. So, press the button, pull the lever. The slide slides off. You have your platform. See it? You have your slide. Now, you have a guide rod and a recoil spring. That comes off. The guide rod and recoil spring actually attaches right in there. You know, you'll push it down and it'll hook here. The barrel slides out relatively simple as well. But, of course, it's going to be a pain. There you go. Pull it out. You're fully disassembled. Now, when you're taking down any firearm and you're cleaning it, first thing I want to recommend, you can clean it. However, you know, clean your firearms all the time. However, the one thing I want to stress is do not, under any circumstances, over oil your firearm. And as a matter of fact, after I clean my firearm, just in case I over oil, my firearms, my handguns sit on a rack like this. Well, let me put my gun together really fast, and I will show you exactly how it sits so you can see. You know, and of course, this one's wanting to be obstinate. I really don't like this guide rod or this recoil spring. I'm buying an aftermarket one for it. You know, my personal carry, I've already replaced this plastic piece of crap with something good, but you know, I replaced it with a tungsten steel guide rod, and man, it's so much smoother. Let me tell you. See, you're set. Oh, when you slide this back on, you have to flip this lever up or it will not catch. Okay, so when I clean my firearms, I have a rack that I bought from Academy that you can set up to 6 handguns on. And they sit like that. And there's a reason for that. When you clean your firearms and you oil it down and everything, if you use too much oil, a really good idea is to, you know, I always place my rifles barrel down whenever, you know, in my rack, or I try to angle them towards where the barrel is flowing down. Gravity. You know, if you have too much oil, the oil will pour out of your barrel. Or if you have that much oil, you're an idiot. But, you know, it's just a safety thing I do. I like to take really good care of my firearms. Again, know your firearm. This is really relatively simple. You know, I love the Beretta. Again, you know, it's just a different, you know, I love the appearance to it. There's no other firearm that looks like it in the world. I do have other firearms. I will be bringing them out, but again, I don't want to make these series of videos firearm specific. You know, it's something that I'm passionate about. However, in the next few videos, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create an urban garden, how to catch and store rainwater, stuff like that. You know, I mean, that's going to be in later videos, but it's definitely coming up, guys. I'm also going to show y'all some really cool books to have as well. And, crap, I should have got them. I could have shown y'all some of them as it is. But, you know, urban survival tip for today, you know, I'm going to cut this a little short today. My urban survival tip for the day is, well, know your exits in your building. I know that's a cop-out. I should have had a better urban survival tip, but this is, I'm telling the truth on this. Play a game. I want you to just start playing games. When you go into a restaurant, first thing that I do as a security guard and a former prison guard is I don't sit with my back to any crowd. I'm either taking a booth, a corner booth. I can see all my exits. I know exactly where people are coming in and leaving. And I can still carry, you know. And I keep my mind in a tactical mind frame all the time. I'm always aware of how to get the hell out of wherever I'm at. You know, it's just something you need to start doing. You know, when you're walking down the street, don't just put your hands in your pockets and put your head down and keep walking. You know, look around. See who's walking by you. Observe people. See if anybody looks suspicious. You know, don't be creepy about it, but just kind of glance around every once in a while. Get it, you know, get your bearings, and you'll be okay. You know, that's the number one reason why most people, I believe, are attacked, mugged, or raped, is because they are completely oblivious of their environment. Ladies, if it is 12:30 at night and there is an unsecured open parking lot without video cameras and security guards, don't go down there by yourselves. You know, I want to scream at you like the stupid blonde chick in the scary movies who goes to check out the suspicious noise instead of calling the police and hiding. You know, call your security. Get an escort. If you don't have an escort, stay on the phone. You know, call a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whoever and just say, hey, I'm walking to my car. I want to stay on the phone in case something happens. Because, excuse me, if someone attacks you and your friend is on the phone with you, they can't help you physically, but they can immediately hang up and call 911. And if they say, hey, I think my friend's being raped, let me tell you, here in Arlington, our police are awesome. They have a response time of about 7 minutes. I have never seen them show up later than that, unless it's just, you know, somebody prank called 911. You know, shout out to my little brother from when he was 6. You know, he did that a couple of times and they weren't happy about it. But you know, he was 6. Who cares? Anyways, you know, they respond fast here in my city. I don't know about your city, but you know, I love my police here. I mean, Arlington police, awesome. Dallas police, you know, man, Grand Prairie police, where I'm, you know, I live in a metroplex. We have a whole coalition of cities. I mean, we're just packed in, and some police departments, those guys are neo-Nazis. Some, like Arlington, dude, these guys are awesome. They're really friendly, really helpful, and they're not trying to screw you. They're just doing their job. I like those guys. So shout out to the Arlington, Texas Police Department. You guys rock. Anyways, I guess that's it for my video. You know, stay aware. Watch the news. Read the newspapers, because when the shit goes down, it's not going to be like boom overnight. All right, grab my bag. It's going to be. You're going to see weeks of turmoil leading up to when the shit really does hit the fan. So guys, girls, read your newspaper. Be aware. And you don't have to read that thing cover to cover, but you know, just catch articles. Watch the news for 10-15 minutes. You're going to catch the big news stories. Anyways, guys, Tactical Toby signing out. Later.